I describe this as like a drama romance thriller because I mean, despite that it's called Wolf, you'd think it's going to be some, literally like wolf involved bloody thriller, but it's really anything but. Kind of in the way that The Fly, the remake, is a romance sci-fi thriller, body horror thriller. Wolf is a midlife crisis romantic thriller about a guy who, in the middle of a crappy marriage and a horrible job demotion, he gets bitten by a werewolf, and also among all that meets this woman who he kind of has a thing for, and gets along well with, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. And in the middle of all this, like like shit with his life, we're seeing like nightly he wolfs out basically and wakes up with no clue what happened before and finds the aftermath sometimes. Now this movie, now again, like I say, despite its title, it's not just a flat out bloody werewolf gore fest type film. Uh, I like that it has layers to it. It's cool, and surprisingly, I never really got bored with Wolf as a little kid. I was always, very into the story. I think for me, because also as a kid, I'd grown up watching The Witches of Eastwick. So to watch Wolf, it was nice to see 2 to 3 familiar faces from that movie, and in a different way. Like how Witches of Eastwick is very elemental too. It's like, it's not just a straight up movie about witchcraft and like, Satan is satanic type stuff. It's like a romance, like kind of dramedy with supernatural elements. And Wolf also has James Spader in it as well, and he gives a great performance. I think overall, like the movie, to me, the story, the plot is engaging, and I would say that if you like werewolf movies, then you should see this. But the only con for you might be that, it might feel too slow or doesn't have enough action in it, like violence or like werewolf type action. But it definitely is sporadic, I would say, and kicks up in the last 20 minutes of the movie, thankfully. And so yeah, like if you do wolf films, be prepared that it's very, kind of a little bit of slow burn and it's a drama, and you get some little action or violence, bad stuff happening every now and again. But yeah, and to those that don't really like horror or bloody, violent type movies, then this is also like this will be good for you. More or less, because if you don't care for the werewolf stuff at all, then just stay away from it. But if you like it, but don't care for what goes in with that, then you'll appreciate the simple psychological romantic aspects of the movie. So, but I think, in my opinion, now being an adult and interpreting this movie different in a certain way, I would say, again, what makes this movie is the cast and the different elements for the movie. And honestly, the last 20 minutes, whether you're like a werewolf type person or not, like from movies and media, because it's all about the vamps these days and a little bit werewolves. So, yeah, I would give Wolf a strong 8.5 out of 10. I think it's just very, like it's a nice, well written script, and the ending's really badass. And